all of you don't have any experience if you're here. Okay. So let's talk about that. These are the steps that you're going to follow. All right. Step one, I want you to find 3 companies in 3 separate industries or niches, right? So let's say you want to do one e-commerce brand, one, information like education company, and one software company. Let's say you want to do that, right? One in each or more if you want to, but this is what I recommend. Okay. Step 2, take a look at their copy and get a vibe for what they sound like, right? So e-commerce brands are usually a little bit more bubbly and fun, right? Poopery, right? They're fun, they're witty, they're punny, right? Software companies usually a little bit more like, calm and fucking chill, right? Info a little bit more like direct, straight to the point, right? That's the vibe that they are. Like, get a sense of their vibe, right? Step 3, write emails, ads, blog posts, or product descriptions as if you worked for them, all right? And then just write them in Google Docs. So like, let's pretend that they said, hey, write an email for what holiday is coming up? Father's Day. Hey, write an email for Father's Day. Who's in my chat right now? Joe. Yeah, Dude Wipes. Let's pretend Dude Wipes told Joe, like, hey, Joe, write us an email for Father's Day. What would you say? You probably say like, yo, you're not a real dad if you don't wipe your ass. Don't say that. That was out the dome. But basically kind of the same thing, right? Just write an email or whatever as if you worked for them. And then put them in a Google Drive called My Portfolio, and fucking voila, you have a portfolio now. Okay, I'm going to show you in a sec what this looks like. Here's the secret. Most clients don't actually care if you have experience. They just want to know that you're good. Okay, they just want to know that you can write. And they can tell that by looking at your Google Docs. I'm going to give you an example in a second. Okay, so I hired a copywriter named Alexa off Reddit of all places. She had no experience, but she did this portfolio thing. And I thought her portfolio was like, her copy was just so good. I was like, I need to work with you. I ended up working with her on a bunch of projects, and she worked with me in my agency for a while. Okay. I'm going to walk you through basically what happened when she got me as a client. Okay. So Alexa just did everything I just said. All right. She did everything right. Kind of, her competition literally sucked. Okay. And so does yours. All right. So don't worry about like, oh, there's so many people doing this. Everyone sucks. Watch this. Okay. These idiots, literally, I told them, I responded to them and they never responded. Okay. Imagine if they did. Imagine if they were working with me, bro. They missed out. Okay. Hi, I saw your post and I was interested about hearing more. Hey, can you send some samples? Never got back to me. Fuck you. This guy. Hi, what types of products or services in the copywriting gig? Mostly email copy in the real estate niche. Never got back to me. These people are idiots, bro. They're idiots. They don't want it. They don't want to make money. They don't want to win. Okay. This guy was the worst by far. Oh my fuck. All right. Hello. I saw your post about needing a copywriter due to a huge workload and got my interest. Mayor of Yapping Town. I'm an aspiring copywriter with no experience yet. Since you mentioned that you may consider people quite interested what the job is about. Job is writing 3 weekly emails about real estate. Do you have any samples? This guy goes, no, I don't have any samples. I thought your offers for learners without much experience. I said, well, yeah, but you can just make something up, LOL. Doesn't have to be any published work, just an example of what you can do. Like take a product online, literally what I'm telling you right now, and just throw an ad together. Okay, I guess I can do that. Thanks for the suggestion. Never got back to me. These are the people you're dealing with. I'm sorry I'm getting fired up right now, but literally this drives me nuts how people literally don't want it. All right. You're wondering why most people don't make any money. It's because OK Sandwich 7714 is probably one of the dumbest people I've ever met. All right. Maybe they're in here right now. If you're in here, leave. Okay, cool. This is Alexa's message. She goes, hey, screw everyone else in your inbox and respond to me. I could definitely help you out. Hey, do you have any samples? She goes, hey, thought it would work. Yeah, I actually don't, but if you give me something, I could do something for sure. Also, I'm in the market for a mentor. So yeah, she actually ended up, I forgot about this until I just took screenshots here. She paid me to like help her for like, it was like $50 at the time. So like, this is actually like one of the people I helped first, but she caught my attention. All right. We talked in WhatsApp and she sent me a drive link that looked like the next slide that I'm going to show you. Did she do everything perfect? No, like she still didn't have samples, but she was so friendly and so nice and seemed like the type of person I would want to work with. Okay. That's how copywriters get hired. Look at this. This is what a portfolio looks like. Okay. This is basically her portfolio. I couldn't find the original link because this is obviously years ago. So I just recreated it, but this is what it looked like. All right. Major emails, Gleaman emails. These are 2 e-commerce brands. Mr. 4 to 8 is like a fucking info guy. This is an info guy. Timepiece trading. Okay. You get the point. That's what it's supposed to look like. You send someone that is a portfolio. All right. I know it looks fucked, but that's what it is. Cool. You guys still with me? That was a lot of information. All right. Just give me a yes if you're here so far. Yeah, just let me know if you guys are all right. Because we still got a bunch of people on here. I just want to see if you guys are good. Give me a yes. All right. That's enough. You guys are all the mayor of Yapping Town. You guys just 10,000 yeses in the chat. All right, cool. How should I charge? My favorite question. Here's the good news, okay? You are the owner of a business, all right? You can charge whatever you want. Your prices will go up, down, and fucking sideways based on who you're talking to and what they want and need. It's always going to be a little bit different, all right? But here are some ideas if you want to base your pricing on something, all right? This is basically what I recommend charging. By the way, we're moving fast through this. People always want to go back to these slides, take pictures or take notes, okay? I'm not going back. Personal brands, like info, education people. You should be charging $2,000 a month for 3 emails a week, all right? This is what I've seen to be the most common offer. I have a friend who overcharges, and he's in this room right now. He charges I think he was charging someone $4,500 a month plus 10% of revenue from email to do exactly what you guys are going to do for $2,000 a month, okay? So not crazy. Ben, you in attendance, brother? You hear me talking about you? If they need a couple ads, charge $50 to $100 per ad on top of your retainer. And if they need website copy, charge $250 to $500 for new web copy on top of your retainer. All right. So let's say you're doing $2,000 a month, 3 emails a week. If they want 10 ads, charge them another $500. And if they want a website done, charge them another $500. So they're going to actually pay you $3,000 for the next billing cycle. Does that make sense? Don't overcomplicate it. It's not that fucking crazy. All right. You guys know what you're doing. 3, 2, 1, moving on. Okay. E-commerce brands. What I've seen works the best is because they're high maintenance, bro. They're fun to work with, but they need fucking everything all the time. All right. So the retainer is basically going to be like $2 to $3K a month for whatever they need. They're going to need emails, ads, blogs, text messages, SMS, and web copy. All right. Product descriptions, all kinds of stuff. All right. They need everything. So just throw it all in at one fair price, which I think like if you're working, 3-4 hours a week for them, $3,000 a month is really fucking, that's sweet, honestly. All right. Moving on in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So this is called a la carte, right? So if someone just needs one thing at a time, they don't want to have you on retainer. Sometimes people say like, yo, what's your per email rate or what's your per ad rate? How much would you charge me to write 10 ads? You're going to get stuff like that, right? So this is what you say. So one email could reasonably be between $50 and $300 each. One ad could be between $30 and $100 each. And one product description could be between $20 and $50 each. Okay. Also, I should put this in blog posts, between 5 and 10 cents a word. All right. So between $50 and $100 per 1,000 words. That's usually what it is, right? Sometimes people are going to want this, but you can always push for a retainer if you want. Okay. So you can finish this a la carte project and then say, hey, I really love your brand and I really enjoyed working with you. I think, there's an opportunity to do something more long-term. Let's talk about that on a call on Thursday. We can, figure out what that would look like for us. And then you get them on $2,000, $3,000 a month. All right. Banger info. Okay. Moving on. 3, 2, 1. Type yes. You just type yes. Don't worry about it. Okay. The sales conversation. They just want to know more about you. You just want to know more about them. And they just want to make sure you're not a fucking scammer. Okay. Because there's plenty of people who are not copywriters who say, hey, pay me $2,000 a month. And then they pay them and then they disappear. All right. So they just want to make sure you're legit. All right. But it's literally no pressure. All right. I've never had a scary sales call in my life, except maybe for the first one. But even then, it wasn't that scary. All right. Even if you have no experience, you can take control. All right. You can control the sales call and I'll show you how. You start with a where you're from. All right. You ask them questions about their business. Like, do you have a copywriter currently on contract? Have you ever worked with a copywriter before? Do you think that having someone curate your brand messaging and positioning could help you achieve X result? It's literally a conversation. I'm going to pull one of you right now. Joe again. I'm going to use you. Okay. You were just the first person I saw. All right. So Joe is my prospect and I'm going to do a sales call right now. 3, 2, 1. And Joe has a company. All right. Let's say Joe sells a fucking whatever. I'd hop on the Zoom and be like, Joe, what's going on, bro? Joe's like, hey, Mason, what's going on? I'm like, dude, where are you from? Like, I see your background. It looks really nice. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm in Dallas. I'm like, no way. I was just in Dallas like 2 weeks ago. Like, you born and raised? And he's like, yeah, man, I love Dallas. It's the best. And I'd be like, all right, well, yeah, man, I understand what, yeah, I'm in Burlington right now. You can kind of see behind me. I got my sunset lamp on, looking like a slut. He's like, yeah, I see that. I'm like, so tell me about your business, bro. Like, what's going on? Like, why are we talking right now? And Joe would be like, well, like sales have been okay, but like, I think like, I need some help. Like, I'm really busy right now and I don't have time to like market stuff. And I have an email list and I'm running ads, but like, I just don't really know like how I can like expand my revenue. I'm like, okay, well, dude, like you came to the right place, Joe. Like, this is probably the best conversation you can be having all week. Like, what do you think you need? He'd be like, well, I probably need a couple emails to my list a week. I would love some blog posts. And, if you could rewrite my ads, that'd be amazing. I'd be like, dude, like, that's literally what I do. Like, you're speaking my language right now. And Joe's like, well, perfect. Like, what do you charge for this kind of thing? And I would say, well, Joe, like, okay, so basically what you're asking for is you're asking for 3 emails a week, a blog post a week, and new ads. And so like, that's a lot of work, but I'd be happy to do it for you because it looks like you have a great brand and I would love to work with you. So that would just be $2,000 a month. And Joe would be like, done. All right, let's do it. Okay. Most of the time, that's how it goes. Okay. The most important part is when you say your price, be confident. Okay. So just say, if to Joe, I wasn't like, well, you can pay me $2,000 a month, but honestly, like maybe like 1,500, but like, I know that's still a lot. And like, it sounds like you're not doing well. So if you want to pay me 1,000, that's fine. But honestly, I'll do it for free. Like, you'll talk yourself down. Like, you'll fuck it up. If you like, just say, Joe, the price is $2,000 a month. What would you charge for this? $2,000 a month. And just sit there and wait for Joe to say something. And then Joe will be like, all right, cool. All right. 90% of the time, that's what they say. And they'll just pay you within a few hours, right? You get paid up front. Okay. By the way, you do not need a contract. Okay. This is something I talk about all the time. 99% of business owners you work with are professional and will pay you on time and up front if you ask for it. Okay. I've never, ever used a contract for anyone. And I always got paid. Okay. The only thing you need to do is basically just send them an email saying like, hey, you're going to pay me $2,000 a month. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do 3 emails a week. And they're going to be like, all right, cool. And that's basically legally binding. Okay. That's all you need. You don't need a contract. So many people are like wasting fucking so much time doing this. You don't need it. All right. Guys, do not listen to the voice inside your head that says it's hard. All right. This is literally, I remember this. Once I was like 3-4 months into copywriting, I looked back and I was like, bro, like that was crazy easy. Like, it really wasn't that hard. I really didn't try that hard. Okay. Business owners have the money to invest in stuff that'll make them more money, like a copywriter. So never feel weird asking for $2,000 a month. I've charged 10 times that for a single fucking project. Actually, more than that. I think one project for literally the same amount of work, I got like $40,000 because I was on RevShare. Okay. So don't worry, guys. Chill. Okay. Writing and submitting copy. All right. Just so you guys know, we're still going. All right. So don't dip out just yet. An invoice. What do you mean? Don't worry about it. We'll ask questions later. Writing, submitting copy. This is what it looks like. All right. You write copy in a Google Doc that looks like this. Okay. Again, I'm moving fast. Don't ask me to go back to the slide, take a picture, take notes. The title of the Google Doc is literally just like copy for whoever, right? Or ads for whatever client, and then just date it. And then you write subject line, and then you do a subject line, preview text. This is obviously an email. Then you write your preview text and then your body, right? So you just write in the Google Doc like this. That's how all my copy looks. Okay, 3, 2, 1, moving on. And then you submit, you basically just copy, like make sure it's viewable, but just submit the copy to the client like this. Okay. I just go, happy Monday, man. You in the mountains still? Here's one based on your subject line video. This is literally a message I sent. This is me in my Slack with my client. And then I send him the link and then he goes, all right, awesome. Send it. And then either you or the client will upload it to whatever platform and schedule it out. It's perfect. All right. It's so quick and easy. Okay. Easy, guys. Here are your key takeaways. All right. By the way, we're not done yet. So hang tight for a second. If you've learned these 3 things, you can now go and get paid as a copywriter. Number 1, every business owner in the world needs a copywriter. All right. They're looking for someone like you who can do the job right, but no one has reached out to them yet. That's why you're here. Okay. Reach out to them. Number 2, the copy that you have to write in order to help a brand or a business sell more products or make more money is so fucking easy. All right. It does not take much to get basic results. I'm living proof of that. I'm not the best copywriter in the world. I'm just really good at freelancing. Okay. Key takeaway number 3, potential clients are everywhere. Okay. And now you know exactly what to say to them so you can get paid on the same day before you even start working. You get paid upfront. They pay the invoice before you even type words on a Google Doc. It's insane. Okay. So now I need you guys again, chat. Even if you use only a fraction of what we've covered today, do you feel like you've taken a giant leap forward toward being able to make 6 figures online in just a few hours a day of work? I'm looking at the chat. I'm waiting to see you guys. All right, I'm seeing yeses. Kyle was the first one. Shout out, Kyle. I don't know what you knew about freelance copywriting before this training, but would it be a safe bet that all of this was pretty much new and valuable for you? I'm assuming so, because a lot of this was new to me. I literally just figured it out for you guys like fucking a couple days ago. All right. Seeing yeses still. So we're good. Okay. Like learning that even the most basic copy you write can drive insane results for your clients. So they keep paying you over and over and over and over again. Okay. Every month. Or finding dozens or hundreds of potential clients in just a few minutes using tools that are available for online, very cheap or free. Okay. Like Apollo, which is pretty cheap. It's a couple bucks a month, or free like Instagram or Facebook ads library. Okay. Or getting access to a winning, literally my winning cold email and DM script that landed me my first client. And with a few tweaks to make it your own, can land you your first client. Or learning the ins and outs of a sales call. Thanks, Joe, by the way, and why it's not scary and how you can take control of the conversation without being overly salesy or aggressive. Nothing I said in that mock sales call was salesy in any way. It was literally just a conversation between two homies, me and Joe. What's up? All right. Again, guys, yes or no, whatever you guys want to say. Has this time on our free training been well spent? I'm getting yeses already. Great. Was this worth your imaginary, fake, but also kind of real $2,000 investment? The reason it was worth it, the reason it's good, the reason this information is so accurate is because I was you, okay? I was literally you. Like a couple short years ago, I was not who I am today, all right? You guys see this, and I kind of resent the fact that you see this version of me because I really am just a regular ass kid from Canada who was lost in life and was making no money. Okay. This is me working at Eastside's. This is me working at McDonald's. This is me working as a janitor, which was like my least favorite job of literally all time. If anyone's a janitor in here, you guys know it sucks. My coworkers sucked. It sucked, bro. This is not that long ago. This is summer of